Well, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Hangout. We have an exciting meeting tonight, and we have some amazing people that are going to be presenting tonight. And they're not just presenting; they're actually have used these products and have tremendous results. So we're excited about sharing this line with you guys. So we have tonight three different people that are going to. Well, actually, Rodney is a presenter, but we have some testimony tonight. So let me introduce Rodney. Rodney is a software engineer, and he comes out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So help us welcome Rodney Wilson. Yay.
All right, team. Happy to be here on this Friday night hangout. I'm going to share my screen in a minute. And this evening's topic is going to be on weight management. Very, very excited about this topic because a little backstory. As Nadia mentioned, I work here in Raleigh and I work in tech. And working in tech has some perks. And one of those perks is working from home. Now, when it comes to your health, that's not always the best thing because you're at home, you're not going out, you're not getting your steps in, and you tend to eat a bit more. So you got to watch your diet. So I'm just here to talk a little bit about weight management and a journey.
So Rodney, so your
Yes,
motivation was you couldn't get out of the door, That's why you knew that you had to do weight management, right?
exactly. I could barely get out of the door. I was just here quarantined, didn't even get out. So
Okay.
yes, thanks, Ajib. So the thing about it is, I'm gonna get into it, but I was up 20 pounds, which was out of the norm for me. I've always been slim and slender throughout college. I never had to worry about, anything metabolism related, or I didn't have to watch diet on nothing, right? But that caught up with me. So I'm here to tell you, if it caught up with you too, there's hope. There's a lot of hope. And Nutrilite and Body Key gives you that hope. So I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you all can see it. Am I good? All right. So let's get into it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about are the pillars of health. There's three main pillars of health, right? And these can go in depth. The first one being diet, which is your most important one, right? So if you don't have a good balanced diet, pretty much you're falling off on the pillars. And all of these pillars are important, right? Every last pillar is important. But I would say diet is the most important. So that's the one I'm going to focus on. Activity is also important. Like I mentioned, getting your steps in, or doing an average of 30 minutes of exercise a day, and also getting your sleep. Recommended amount is 8 hours a day. But I just want to focus on diet because Nutrilite is what helps us with the diet part of things, right? So I want to get into the products that I used along the way. So the first product that I used was the Slimetry. And these are all of my favorite products that helped with weight management. So with Slimetry, it helps enhance that weight loss, keeping you slim and trim, maintaining a healthy waistline. And you also have to combine this with light exercise. And it has the Green Select phytosome in it, which is a caffeine-free tea extract. And this is the key ingredient, which is helping your body lose weight and maintain weight. And like I mentioned, you want to combine that with diet and exercise, because without it, if you just take the supplement, the Slimetry supplement alone, then the chances of it working is going to be a bit tougher for it to work alone. So you definitely want to watch your diet along with it. The next thing that I used along the way is the CLA lean muscle, right? And this particular product here is also designed for weight loss, but it's more on the body fat reduction side. So it helps support lean muscle, specifically when you combine it with some sort of activity. Remember that pillar, activity is important. So combining it with some light exercise, it helps you maintain that lean muscle. Next up, you gotta have something to, you might have those cheat days when you're not doing so well on your diet. It happens, right? So there's carb blocker that helps with this. Some days you might be on the run, you might not be in your usual space to eat your usual food or usual diet. I got caught a few times in that instance, eating a sandwich, eating some fries or something. But what I did was I kept the carb blocker with me at all times. I even kept like a little baggie of a few of them in the car. So if I'm out and about, that I can always use the carb blocker. And what it does is it helps block up to 500 carbs per meal. And it's really designed to inhibit the digestion of sugars and carbs and complex carbohydrates. So if you do fall off on your meal just a little bit, there's always carb blocker there to at least protect you for that meal. Then I also daily, double X is a staple. Double X is something I would never fall off. So double X is what gives you that optimal, well-rounded health because of the phytonutrient wheel that you see there. You're getting those 12 essential vitamins, 10 essential minerals, and 22 plant concentrates. And that phytonutrient spectrum covers every part of the body. So the oranges covers your eyes, the red for your blood flow and heart, your greens for your DNA, your purple for your brain, whites for your joints. So double X has you covered all around. So you definitely want to have that as a part of your diet as well, or even the multi vitamin is also a good choice. Or even if you want to scale it up, you can go up to the perfect pack as well. But I'm just showing what I personally use here. Then when I exercise, there's two great tasting energy drinks. But these two are a bit different from, I guess, the normal excess energy drinks because they contain a burn component. And these adaptogenic herbs in the excess burn, either the blood orange flavor or the strawberry flavor, two flavors. So these allow your body to naturally burn fat as you're going throughout your day. And I've even heard testimonies where there was not much exercise being done and not much activity, but the excess helps you burn weight naturally or burn off a few pounds naturally. So definitely highly recommend excess energy plus burn if you're on a weight management or weight loss journey. And last but not least here, I wanted to talk about the muscle multiplier. There's a couple of flavors. There's dragon fruit, and I believe there's a wild berry. I personally have wild berry, and muscle multiplier is great. It also supports lean muscle growth, and comes in a powder form, and you can mix it up in a drink, and it tastes really well. And you can have it on the go. I even use it sometimes recovery. I even use it as a nice drink throughout the day. Sometimes I add a twist tube in it, give it a little flavor, a little even more flavor, power packed. So muscle multiplier is great, tastes great. Dragon fruit is awesome. So these are the daily supplements that I take. Another thing that I had to do that was very important along the way was replace a meal. Sorry. Okay. Replace a meal replacement, right? And the product that I used from the business for meal replacement was the Body Key. I used the strawberry. There might be some chocolate fans or some vanilla fans out there, but that's the good thing about it. There's 3 flavors based on your preference. Now, I love strawberry, like I mentioned. So um, the thing about the meal replacement shakes are they're delicious, right? They come power packed with 20 grams of protein and 25 vitamins and minerals, gluten-free and also soy-free, which is great. And I looked in the resource center and I saw that there's meal replacement recipes. There's like a whole book. I think there's like 19 meal replacement recipes. And I was doing one or two of them. The one that I have a screenshot of in my slide is the strawberry banana. So one of the ingredients, you just take some cold water. You can even use milk if you want. The half a cup of meal replacement with 1 small banana, 3 strawberries, uh, your non-fat plain yogurt. You can even add instant oats in there and chia seeds if you want, right? So you blend that up and it comes out great. They even give you the nutritional breakdown here, the amount of carbs, the amount of protein, the amount of fat, etc. So the full thing didn't fit in the screenshot, but I urge you to check the resource center and look at these meal replacement recipes, because trust me, they're a game changer. And the meal that I chose to replace is breakfast. Sometimes I replace lunch, but I love replacing breakfast because the shake is a good way to start the day off. It's nice and quick, and then you can get straight into work or get your day started right without having to think about cooking a meal or, stopping somewhere and getting in a long line to purchase something. And you get to support your business while you're doing so. So I love having the um, meal replacement shakes on the go. Another thing that I did was last thing on the diet portion is recovery protein shakes. Now, if you don't follow Excess Nation, you're robbing yourself of an opportunity, because Excess Nation posts these great shake ideas all of our pages. You can follow Nutrilite, you can follow not Body Key, Nutrilite US, you can follow Amway, you can follow Excess Nation. All of our lines have Instagram pages, right? So I followed the Excess Nation page, and they posted this recipe, and I had the protein power pods here, the protein powder pods, which contains 20 grams of whey protein, and these help you build lean muscle mass. But this is more for when you're working out. I would recommend, if you're not working out, use the all plant protein. But if you are working out, then the whey protein is a good way to have recovery. But anyway, you can see here a great recipe. I tried this recipe. Some folks on the Persaud team might remember when I was experimenting with recipes. So this is one of the recipes I tried. So in a blender, you can add 1 cup of almond milk just take 1 protein pod. It's so awesome that you don't have to scoop it. You don't have to do anything. It's already prepackaged in a casing that pretty much dissolves in the drink. You can put 1 frozen banana in there, a 1/4 cup of oats, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract with your Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup, and also an 1/8 a teaspoon of cinnamon. And you can also top it off with a pinch of nutmeg if you like. So this one here tastes great, and it's a great treat. You can, instead of going out and getting ice cream or getting something that's not so healthy for you, you can use this, particularly when you're working out, right? This helps out a lot, right? So that's another product that I've used throughout this journey. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is how I track my progress. I talked to Sanjeev at length with this because he was also on a weight loss journey. I was also on a weight loss journey, so we connected really well. And one thing that I did was we had a team, one of our team members that introduced me to this Renfro Smart Scale. And this Smart Scale allows you to track your weight, and it has an app. You can get it in the Google Play Store or the App Store for iPhone. So whichever platform that you're using or whichever mobile device you're using, you can get this app. But I think it only works with the scale. The scale was, I think I bought it for like $30 on Amazon, so not expensive at all. But what it does is it gives you so much value because you're able to track your progress. You're able to track things like your BMI, your visceral fat, your metabolic age, these important vitals to track your weight loss. So I was able to do that through having the scale, and I wanted to just show you my results. I don't have a before and after picture, but you can see the weight loss in the next slide. So here it is. I'll take you through the journey just a little bit. So over the summer, I was over 200 pounds, right? I don't know, like Sanjeev was mentioning, I could barely fit out of the door, right? But I had to do something. I looked, I stepped on the scale, and when you see red, you know that that's a danger zone, right? You don't want red. You want green, and you want, maybe some yellow, some light yellow in there. But ideally, you want to be all green. So over the summer, I was not tracking my weight.
So Rodney, this $30 app gives you this whole result here, right?
Yes.
All these numbers are coming up from that app, right? This is amazing,
Yes.
It tells
all,
you.
Mhm.
So you stand on that weight that, and then it just uh, uploads it to your app that, right? And
Yep.
put what date also that, right? It tells you.
Yep.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Exactly, Sanjeev. You're right.
I would recommend somebody is going on a weight loss, your client, give him as a gift, $30, man, He'll be fired up then, He has that. If they get, yeah, good. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you're right, Sanjeev. The way it works is you just have the smart scale. You step on it, you turn the Bluetooth on your phone, as long as you have the app downloaded, and it sends the data from the scale directly to the app. It records,
Yeah.
it records the date. It records, it even gives you a graph if you did it multiple days. And it also allows you, it's kind of small, but in this last screenshot here, you can see that it allows you to have multiple people with multiple profiles on the scale.
Or
So
you can have multiple profiles on this scale, right?
yeah.
So
Yep.
this is amazing. The one which we have to write it on a paper and stuff like that. So it's all there here, That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep, Sanjeev, it's all, if you have a household with 5 people, you can have 5 different profiles. If you
5
have,
different. Wonderful.
yeah, if you have a guest, like let's say you were to go out and do a health assessment, you can even add a guest on and just have them get their results right then and there. So it's really, really useful.
That's amazing.
Yep.
Very good.
Mhm. So I
I'm
have my,
buying it. I'm buying it, yeah.
absolutely. So my personal results are here. Like I was mentioning, over the summer, it gives you the date. This was July. July was over 200 pounds. And I went on a slight diet, got a little consistent, right? And then took a trip to back home and
Took a Bahamian trip.
I took a trip home, and you can see went up again. So I'm like, okay, all right, fine, all right. So then when I got back from the trip at the end of summer, which is in August, you can see this is when I really started, right? I really kicked it into gear here. And I said, that's it. I'm going on a strict diet and I'm going to use my products and that's it, right? That was it. No eating out, workout 20 to 30 minutes a day, just making sure that I get my steps as well. And that's another thing too. The app, the Renfo app syncs up with your Apple Health app or your Samsung Health app. So that data you can also like see it within your embedded phone's application as well. So it helps. And I also track my steps with the health app on iPhone. You can do the same, I believe, on Samsung Health. So I was tracking my steps, making sure that I get 10,000 steps in a day. And you can see within a week time, like 4 pounds dropped off. And I got really excited. So I'm like, yeah, keep going. So I kept going again, another few pounds dropped off. And by September, I was down basically, I want to say I was really 205 at this point, but I didn't weigh it because I knew I was so heavy. But when I decided to weigh, I was at 201. So I went from 205, well, really 201 in the scale, down, that's what, 11, 12 pounds right there. So this is what it looked like when I was at 201. And most recently, this has been my recent results, like all throughout October. I haven't done much in November because I'm around the same weight. I'm hovering around 185. So basically I went from around 205. I started documenting it at 201 to 185. So that's about a 20-pound loss, right? Just through tracking it. And you can see all of my data got out of the red zone, which is good. So red zone pretty much means you're overweight or it's the value is too much. So I got more green and more yellow. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling more
Can you
healthy.
go back, Rodney? I want to see your skeletal muscle before. Okay, watch this now. It was 46.3, okay.
Yep.
So it is up, Oh, go back. One more thing I want to look at is, okay, 1783. Okay, go to the next slide. Okay. So your skeletal muscle increased, percentage wise then,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I lift weights too. So along with the workout. So my goal is to get toned and fit and a little bit of muscle. So I do lift weights along with the working out. I don't just do cardio. So I like lifting weights as well. So that's basically my journey from 200 plus pounds to 185, and I'm looking to get to 180 by the end of the year, which I know will happen. I can get there slowly and healthier now. And I'm just going to continue using the products, believing in the products, and staying consistent with my workouts. So thank you for having me, and I'll turn it over to Nadia for the next presenter.
Awesome. Wasn't that
Awesome.
great, guys? Wow, that was incredible. And I remember, I'm not going to say the name and all that, but there was a post that Rodney had put up, I think back in maybe September, August, and somebody commented, and I was like, oh, I know Rodney didn't like that comment, and he went right on it, and he was like, that's it, I'm done with this, and I'm so proud of him. He's doing very well on his weight loss journey. But the next person that we have that has had incredible result as well is Kenneth Drayton. So he have lost tremendous. If anybody know what Kenneth looked like and now what he is, it's amazing. So we're going to follow his weight loss journey. So take it away, Kenneth.
Okay. I used to be over 250 pounds. You heard the term, big like a bus. I mean, people were coming up to me for rides, So basically what I did, this was last year. So what I'm doing is really adding a testimony. I'm not really presenting, I'm backing up what Rod is saying. Okay. And so, we did a product expo, true story, last year around this time. I think it was between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so we did a product expo. So everybody had like 5 minutes or so to talk. And so my topic was specifically, how do you control your weight during and after the holidays? Because we know that during the holidays, we eat a lot of food, and we're indoors. We're not getting that exercise. And I know that most of us don't even have a scale like what Rod has, And so basically what I did last year, and I've continued to do, because I was like over 250 pounds, okay, is to during the holidays, what I did was intermittent fasting. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm just telling you my story. Okay, and so basically, you during the holidays, I mean, you're gonna eat, right? So you have 12. You have 12 hours when you're not eating, and 12 hours when you are eating. The trick is to sleep during the fasting time. So when you do get up, you do have time to go and eat. So maybe you start eating at 9 a.m. and you finish by 9 p.m. Okay. The thing is that if you're not used to that, it could spoil your holidays, because you're hungry and there's food and cakes and everything baked. So what we did was to find something that would block the carbs, which is what Rod was talking about, reduce your hunger, which Rod talked about, and of course you want to still optimize. See, the thing about intermittent fasting, you still need to have the same amount of calories. Okay, and so and then after the holidays, and I didn't do this on Thanksgiving Day or on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. I didn't do it on those days. I'm talking in between the actual holiday itself. Okay, so don't think I was getting crazy there, and so afterwards I went to 16-8. But the thing is that if you're using the carb blocker and the Slimetry, and you're taking your double X before the holidays, by the time you start to use these products, you have no problems going down to 16-8, if that's what you want to do. I'm just giving you my experience. Okay, so this is an option. All right. Okay, and so basically the carb blocker will block up to 500 calories of a high carb meal, 500 calories, without depriving your body of the minerals, the vitamins, and the phytonutrients. Okay, it will the Slimetry will basically make you feel full, what they call satiety. Right, and this is personal testimony. Okay, you still eat, but you won't eat as much. Okay, because you always feel full, so you're not going to overeat. Overeat. Okay, and then of course, because I was doing, we were doing an expo, we wanted to keep the cost down on our bundles, so we were talking about the daily vitamins. But I just realized that we now have men's daily and women's daily, so I just dropped that in there. Okay, and so we talked about 244 per day just to keep your weight under control. Notice I'm not saying weight loss, and I'm talking about controlling it so it doesn't go out of whack. Okay, so that if you borrow rod scale, you don't break it, that sort of deal, and then the updated price would have been $94 per every month, right? And that's only just over $1 for the carb blocker. And I had to update these prices from last year, and just over $1 for the Slimetry, and it's the men's daily and the women's daily actually a 2 months supply. Okay, so this is, and I didn't do a lot of exercising. We were walking around the place collecting stuff, and so I got my steps in. Okay, and so basically, we then went in and said, look at this. Look at the carb blocker. It's all plants. It's kidney bean extract, soybean extract, parsley. And of course it blocks all those calories naturally, gently. Slimetry, it's just like what Rod was saying. It has this green select, and also, which is a non-caffeine green tea extract, but which helps to reduce burn fat. And then the green tea extract is also known to do that. Okay, you always feel full, I'm telling you. And then of course we have our vitamin that has all of these different things in it. And that's basically what I did. It works. I still do it just to maintain. But I would like to lose another 10, 15 pounds. I'm going to have to get Rod to send me his scale or something, But back to you, Nadia.
Awesome. Wow, that was good. That was very good. Now, the last one, and we actually kind of saved this for the last because this is so visual. We have Carol Cox, who have also been on her weight loss journey. And again, what she did is she measured her progress. And so we are going to go ahead. Rodney, you have that?
Yep, I have it good to go. Ready?
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we'll go ahead and let Carol talk you through her weight loss journey. So go ahead, Carol.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Okay, so I started my weight loss journey. Again, I started this one back, I think it was like 2 years ago, but I still do it. I just have everything on my slides that I want to just share with you guys what I was doing. But vitamins, the pictures where you're eating out of the garden, that's the best for all of us. Okay, you can go to the next one. Okay, this is me. In the blue, my heaviest was 208.
Wow.
And I was a size 16 wide in women clothing. In the middle one, the dress, the black and white in the middle, I was down 187 pounds. And I was on a cane because of the multiple sclerosis. But I got down some more. I just pushed it to the ground. I didn't want to put on no more weight. So I just kept doing what I was doing. Watching what I ate, didn't snack at night, drunk more perfect water. And I got down to a size 170, 178. And I was a size 10 in the third picture. And I took pictures because I knew nobody was going to believe me. So I made sure I had pictures of each size that I was. Okay, you can go to the next slide, please. Okay, this is what I did. I did the strawberry burn, and the glucose health, and also I had the wellness bars. I replaced breakfast. Like I didn't do a meal. I did the bar and the strawberry burn in the morning, and then I did a bag of popcorn for lunch with another excess, and then the glucose health. I took that because to kind of balance out my diabetes, because I have to do insulin for that. Okay, you can go to the next slide, please. My routine, like I said, the morning was an excess burn, a wellness bar. Afternoon, I did the popcorn, another excess, or the perfect water. And then for dinner, I would just do like salmon, a salad, or just a fried egg and a piece of toast with avocado. That was it. I'm just sharing what I did with my journey, and it worked. And I really, really, really was proud of what I did because, you put your mind to it and you can do it just like everybody else.
So Carol, you skipped one lunch then, right? Instead of lunch, you ate popcorn. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay,
That's what I
one
did.
meal you replaced. Okay, all right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir. One meal I replaced. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, for 3 months. That was a 3-month journey too, and I lost 44 pounds. That's the last slide. I'm done. Back to the host.
Wow. So as you can see with Carol, she was only eating one meal, right? And so that was the key to her weight loss. And she was not eating carbs or heavy carbs. She was eating a protein and vegetables. So for her weight loss, it was rapid and it was really fast. And that was her success story. If you guys know anything about Carol, when she first got involved in business, she was diagnosed with MS, and they told her that she'll be on a cane and she will be, basically wheelchair ridden. But Carol, she refused to believe any of this, and she says, "No, this you're not going to have this on me." She started supplementing every single thing that she read up on it. She went online and she did all her research through Nutrilite. And because of that, she is out of a cane. She's able to walk. She does everything normal. And it's all because of the Nutrilite vitamins. She goes to her MS support group and she talks about it. And they want her to actually talk about the vitamins and supplements that she have took to make her journey as what I should say, as smooth as it has been for her. And it's not easy. I've seen her, I've watched her. And everything she said there, Carol is our warehouse. She has every product pronto. As soon as it comes out, she has it, and that's because she knows her product. And anyone that knows her can vouch for that. So Again, you can see all these people, normal, nothing extravagant. They didn't do anything that none of us can do, and just continue on their weight loss. But I'm really, really very proud of all of them. And so give them a big hand. And I know now we're going to go to our Kahoot. So I hope you are paying attention to all the good stats that you guys just got. So I will turn this portion over to Jonathan Smith. Take it away, Jonathan.
Hey everybody, so welcome to another fun Kahoot game. Let me share my screen. Well, Rodney, you gotta let me share my screen.
Offers one of the most unique blends that lasts longer than the locker room. Think about it this way.
You good, Jonathan?
All right, great. So let me go ahead and get it up and running. Can everybody see game lobby?
Excess recharge will help you recover faster from workouts while building that lean muscle mass. Excess sports nutrition connects the opportunities I need.
Yeah,
with the
good audio coming through too.
So start your journey.
Okay, can you hear it?
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never stop discovering. Wherever your quest takes you, Excess has you covered. Hydrate, energize, recharge.
I know it's not just excess, it's Nutrilite, but I felt like with the weight loss journey, excess kind of hits more home a little bit, maybe a little bit, but
The only reason I go to a gym is so that when I'm tested in the real arena of life, you know, the ocean, the mountains, or office, I don't just pass the test, I crush it. And that's what I like to call destination excess.
and as Rodney said, if you like excess, like everybody here, if you follow Excess Nation, they give a lot of good recipes for, like, if, for instance, they had a recipe for like donuts using the protein pods, I think pancakes, cookies, shakes, a whole bunch of different stuff. And I still haven't tried it myself. I want to try the donuts actually. So but yeah, if you follow the Excess Nation on Instagram and on Facebook, they even have a Excess Insiders group on Facebook. They actually have a lot of resources there too if you want to check that out. And I think they also have a Nutrilite one. I remember they do, but they do have a Nutrilite Instagram page, which they show a lot of different cool stuff too. So I give it another like 30 seconds and then we'll get started.
Offers one of the most unique blends that lasts longer than the locker room. I mean, think about it this way. When you throw yourself over cliffs in life, Excess Recharge will help you recover faster from workouts while building that lean muscle mass. Excess Sports Nutrition connects the opportunities I need with the adventures I crave. So start your journey, fuel your adventure, enjoy the ride. Never stop discovering.
All right. And if you're new to the game, you know, use the code to get into the lobby. And don't worry if you don't know much. You know, it's fine. We're all learning, so it's all good. So let's get this thing started and see who's on top of the leaderboards this time around. So the glucose contains chromium, you know, to help support your what? Yes, your metabolism. Yes. So let's see who is at top here. Energize. Yes, something I really need today is to energize. Rhodiola, Slimtastic, Lala's, and Slim. I like the names this time around. So let's see if Energize can keep up the energy and be at the top. The Slim Popcorn has how many calories and grams of protein? 110, 2 grams, 122, 1 gram, 12 calories, 10 grams, 112 calories, 6 grams. How many calories and grams of protein? Yes, 110 calories and 2 grams. If you did up, looks like Slim and Ace has come up to 4th and 5th, and the Energize is keeping the lead strong. So let's see if that person can keep it up. Number 3 for the lean muscle. Oh wow, I definitely spelled muscle wrong. Fat fingers. What helps? CLA helps with what?
Hello, Jonathan. A black screen is blocking the questions.
Oh, it's probably because it's the thing at the top. So yes, lose fat and keep muscle. CLA helps with what? It helps with that. Sorry about that. I'll try to make it full screen. I guess the share bar was blocking the question. So sorry about that. Oh, looks like Slimtastic has gained the lead. Eric has put itself in 4th. Getting Fit is in 5th. Energize and Rhodiola are trying to battle out for 2nd and 3rd. Well, for 2nd, at least. So, great job, everybody. Keep it up, keep it up. But let's see if the leaderboard shall change. True or false? Carb blocker helps block 500 calories from being absorbed when taken with a high carbohydrate meal. Carb blocker is a lifesaver in my opinion, especially when I want to eat pizza. Helps a lot. Yes, true. Yes, carb blocker does help block 500 calories. I couldn't believe myself, but then when I tried it, I definitely felt like I wasn't overstuffing myself, especially during the holidays. Oh, Eric is on a hot streak. Okay, I see you. And Slimtastic is still in 1st, Energize in 2nd, Rhodiola is in 3rd, Eric with the hot streaks in 4th, and Getting Fit with the heat is in 5th. So I like to see it, but let's see if y'all can keep it. So number 5, excess energy plus burn has only 2 flavors. True or false? My personal favorite is the one on the screen. I drink it in less than 2 weeks. True, it only does have 2 flavors. It has the blood orange and the strawberry excess energy plus burn flavors. Wish there were more. It probably will have more in the future, but for now, it's only 2. Oh, looks like Eric has shot himself to the 2nd place spot. Slimtastic is in 1st still, and Getting Fit with Fire is on their own hot streak. So they finally are on fire. Slim is in 4th and Lala's are in 5th. Welcome back, Lala's, to the podium. And again, if you're not on a podium, still have fun and still learn something. So it's all good. Let's see what's the next question. So the wellness bars contain non-GMO and are what? Hint, hint, I would look on the picture. Yes, they are gluten-free. I don't think they're vegan. It didn't say they're vegan, but I know they are gluten-free. So yes, Slimtastic is on their own hot streak in 1st. Getting Fit is in 2nd. Slim is in third. Strawberry, oh, welcome, Strawberry, is in fourth. And weight loss, which is awesome, is in fifth. Which weight loss should be in first. But we'll see if, some tasks can keep it there. What are the 3 pillars of health? Rodney mentioned this, the 3 pillars of health. One of the pillars I definitely need to work on because, well, let's say on work. Woo, okay. I'm glad everybody got that one. That means y'all were listening. That is awesome. That is awesome. And like I was saying, sleep is the one pillar I definitely need to work on because my sleep is like to 4 hours every night almost. And of course, diet as well. Oh, look at that. Weight loss is jumping up the podium scoreboard to 4th. Strawberry went to 5th. It's all right. We still love you, Strawberry, especially as excess plus burn, energy plus burn. And Slimtastic is still on that 7 hot streak. So let's see Slimtastic can keep it and see if anybody can bump Slimtastic off. With the last question. So the excess dissolving pots contain how many grams of BCAAs? And that's my fault because I definitely thought Rodney used the the dissolving pods and not the replacement shakes. But it has 4.4. It's kind of a hint to look into the picture, but it's all good. And the BCAAs are the amino acids that we all can't produce. And it's great for keeping that strength and keeping those muscles going. So in third place, weight loss. Oh, wow. Weight loss jumped up for real. Second, getting fit. And then first, I believe it's Slimtastic. Yes. Because we all want to be Slimtastic like Miss Carol and Rodney and everybody else who's Slimtastic on this call. So congratulations, everybody. And let's see who won. Let's see who's Slimtastic, weight loss, and getting fit. Oh, of course, I should know Brian.
Yes, you.
You were Slimtastic.
How hot?
I'm getting fit.
Oh,
Spoken word, getting fit for class.
see, they say I'm speaking it, getting fit.
Yes, I'm getting fit. Getting fit.
I am fantastic.
Yes, I should have known. Yes, I should have known. I should have known. If it's all, yes. All, the funny thing is, all 3 of those are like words you like saying as affirmations, like getting fit, Slimtastic. So I like how they lined up. So yeah, so that's who for this time. Congratulations, you guys. Hopefully y'all had fun. I know it wasn't as hard as I want it to be, but I guess for weight loss, I want to give her a break, so we do want to work on that. So back to the host and on to more fun.
Awesome. Wow, that was a good, very good Kahoot game there. It was kind of easy, Jonathan, very easy. But here we go. Now we have the system part of things, and congratulations to all the presenters. And I'm glad everyone, did so well on the Kahoot game. And you make it easy, that means everybody have learned something, right? So the next portion that we have is our education system, and we're going to go right into it. So we have today that's presenting stream. We have Oscar out of Alvaro and Jennifer Ukidi's team from South Florida. Help us welcome Oscar Ares.
Good evening, guys. So my name is Oscar. I'm sponsored by Reggie and Jessica, and I'm mentored by Albert and Jenny, like Nadia was saying. So let me just share my screen. Give me 1 second. Let me know if you guys can see it.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna talk about like the importance of audios and why we listen to them as part of the system and things of that nature. So give me 1 second. Say, go to the next slide. All right. Importance of audio. So like the reasons why you listen to them Is basically, I mean, you're developing new core habits. I mean, you're trying to get into that groove as part of taking ownership of your business in a sense, and you're following through on the habits. And there's like a, I mean, there's like a way of listening to them per se, like once you should listen to them, and you should listen to them every day because it gives you obviously inspiration, but also you learn how to like do the business and get little tips and how to navigate certain situations. And just in general, it's great to like get that positive vibe going in your day. You could do it while you're working out, first thing in the morning, on your way to work, or just at night before you go to sleep. It's just a good thing to get it done because it's becoming part of that core run where you actually become core IBO in a sense. And then you're honoring the partnership, you're basically following through, and then that's when you start getting traction and momentum. Once you follow through on, like, a applied knowledge is power. Like once you start applying what you're learning, that's when it really, you start getting the benefits from it. And then there's like the 4 C's that, if you will, that you could learn from it. You get commitment, you stay committed to the task and why you actually joined the business per se, the courage to do things and go through the business in any situation that you may face, having confidence when you talk about the business to a prospective IBO or just a person where you're talking about your products and your business, because that's you're your own spokesperson for everything that you do, and then the competence to get that work done basically. And then these are some of the an audio that I listened to. This is one that came out this week, but I mean, there's like a lot of takeaways you could take away from any audios. So this is BWW2597 from Nick Nwoki, Personal Momentum Precedes Group Momentum. It really is, it's sort of like a snowball effect. Like when you start doing things on your own and on your business and you start taking ownership, that's when you see everybody on the team tracking and seeing that, oh, everybody's doing work. So we gotta get putting the work as well. And then there's like a lot of things I take away from Albert and Jenny and just the leaders that I listen to, is to begin with the end in mind. Like, why do you join the business, and why are you actually doing all the work that you're doing? So you have a dream and goal and steps that you want to achieve in mind. So that way, when you get to that certain place, you identify why you're actually doing this to begin with, and you put your best foot forward when it comes to the business. And if it is to be, it is up to me. So you're basically, that basically is a quote that he said while I was listening to his talk. It's basically saying that if it's meant to be, like what you're gonna achieve in anything that you do in life, you're gonna have to take ownership and take the steps and make a decision on that aspect, and then just show the plan to somebody who's in your vision level and above. He also said that if you show the plan 10 times, at minimum 2 will get in, but it's like in a sense that you have to actually show the plan with like the passion and energy that you want people to like see, like to have that same vision, and like, I want to go places with this person because they seem to be heading in the right direction. You have to do that with everybody that you meet, and then that's when you'll see and yield the results that you're looking to achieve. And that's pretty much it for what I have right now for the audios. And it's very important to get on that BWW program. I mean, it's about $35 a month for the basic program, but it's better to go pro. I mean, you could actually do a lot of things and learn from all kinds of leaders and relate to somebody as well. Thank you very much, and back to the host.
Awesome. That's good stuff. Absolutely. And the audios have been incredible. The last few of the audios that came down the pipe has been incredible. So I love to listen to audios in the evening before I go to bed. That's my go-to time to where I can just relax and listen to my audio. And I listen to multiple, audios per day. So and the next thing that we have, and which is our other part of our system, is reading. We all know how important it is to read every day. We do, as I've mentioned many times, have a book reading club where we read with a couple of our ladies every single day. Because of what we started, we have it multiple ways in our team that people are getting educated. And the whole idea to read is to just discipline yourself, right? To make sure that you sit there, and we hold each other accountable for that. So with that, we're going to present Robert and Rookie, again from South Florida, from the Alvaro and Jenny or Katie team. So help us welcome Rookie Alfano.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm Rookie Alfano. Robert and I are sponsored by Alvaro and Jenny and are applying Emeralds, Kamta and Nadia Persaud, and also EDC Sanjeev and Shona Sahai. So Oscar did a great job, and I'll be taking the other aspect, that is books. So these are the two main streaming process where we educate ourselves as business owners. And it's very important because in our business, we don't use people to build a business, but we build people to build the business, right? And that is very important. Elsewhere, we don't have that. So I'll go over a little bit of the importance of why we read. I think Nadia Chua excellent highlights on that. So I'll just add a few to that, and then we'll look at some of the books we've read for me that has impacted me, and also the book of the month. So we are part of our association, as was mentioned before, and when we were coming into business, we agreed to certain commitments, and so we have a book of the month program. That is one book a month that we get, and it's very important because it helps us to lead ourselves and also to be able to lead our team. And so if you go to www.com, we have several books on leadership, basic business programs, and all that. And the cost is only between $7 to $21, depending on the kind of book. And it's recommended that you read 10 pages a day or 30 minutes, right? But I would recommend that you read at your leisure, because when you go to social media, you usually spend like 15 or 30 minutes, you wouldn't know. So why wouldn't you set a great goal for yourself, right? I had a goal, a challenge to read 60 books a day. And God being so good, Miss Nadia invited me to a reading club. That is tremendous. And so I'm still on that journey. I can't say where I'm at yet, but set that goal for yourself. It will motivate you to do great things. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, so a few quotes to share with you. It said, reading is essential for those who seek to rise above the ordinary. That is by Jim Rohn. He's also, he's no more into mentorship. He mentored a lot of people. And one of the things he made me realize, and I love him, he made me like to pay taxes, right? It's good for us to pay that. That is why our economy is different. Everybody wants to come here. Why? The system works. You use money, so pay your taxes. If you used to think like me, you will be the same person in 5 years as you are today, except for the people you meet and the books you read. That's by Charlie Jones. Why read? Okay, so we read to increase professional opportunities. I read the book of last month, Read to Lead. It highlighted that there was a survey by Oxford University that when kids are like 16 years old and they read materials outside of the school, they go on to become, take the managerial positions in their job when they are adults. And they didn't see that in kids who did not read any materials outside of school. So that was very important, like me looking at it. And also reading improves your decision-making skills. It helps you to reduce just making hasty decisions and irrational decisions, and just snapping to undecisive or like coming out with, I don't know how to put it, making hasty judgments, not like thinking through your decision before arriving at them. And it's also a measure to reduce stress. When you are stressed up, just pick a good book and go somewhere quiet and read. It helps you to sleep better as well. And I love that. And I think this is one of the major points. Say reading makes you smarter. It improves your communication. So it's just like when you go to the gym and you work out to have those six packs. Reading is also like an exercise to your brain, okay? So you are feeding your brain, you are making it healthy, and then it's also developing you. So before we go on the book of the month, I would like to share a few books we have. The Iron Man Single Heart by Kumar, Triple Diamonds Kumar. And if you are in this association, you've heard about Bill Braid. There are lots of things he's done. He's past and gone, but today and tomorrow he keeps inspiring people, right? A dead man, he's inspiring people more than we are alive. What are you doing? So read his book, learn to know who he is, his culture, his beliefs, right? There is a portion that is so impactful. He talks about cars. He has automobile, right? I've listened to one speaker says that car is just the Toyota we're using, but if you are talking about automobiles, those are the Rolls Royces and all those luxury cars. And the houses, they later on becomes just a car and house. Money becomes just money, right? Those things are not bad or good, but how you make good use of that is what makes it good or bad. And it's not also just about the money you make, but the impact that you make on society. We can't all be famous, but we can all be great because it comes with acts of service. And that's what this business is about. If you don't have passion, you don't have greater purpose than just making money, then when you make the money, you want to build a business anymore. But it's a calling to impact people, to help people develop themselves and change their future. That's what is important. We have the compound effect. If you are looking for how to be successful, how to gain momentum and sustain it so you succeed. Then how faith works. I don't think this is on the on BWW yet, but it was recommended by Kumar. It will build your faith. It will let you understand. If you can't sell your product, read this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You'll get more, you'll be able to relate with prospective candidates and also be able to know how to relate with people. Skills with people is one of them. And also Think and Grow Rich. We are all looking outside of ourselves, what will make us achieve our goals, but everything is in your mind. You were born rich, okay? And there was money book and there was book about how to make money, but the book said a lot of things and money was the last topic. Why? Because it's not just making money. There are other things you need to do to be able to make that kind of money, okay? So those are a few books I would like to share, but let's go into the book of the man. It was by Patrick David with Greg Duncan, and it says there, your next 5 moves. And the theme of this book was about how chess master uses their vision and mindset to play chess and win. And so he brought the same concept into business. He says that people who think only one move and go and set their goals, they are driven by fear, they are driven by emotion, they are driven by ego, okay? And those people are amateurs, they don't do well in business, they just flame out of business. But if you want to be strategic and build a great business and keep striving, you need to have series of moves ahead, okay, and to plan. So if the market goes against you, then you know that you have several moves to counteract and set decisions that will be in your favor. Okay, so sorry. So let's look at some of the moves he talked about. So the first move, he says, master knowing yourself. And I think knowing yourself, this will be the toughest battle you ever have. When we meet with candidates, we ask them, who do you want to be, right? It's a great question. But he talked about how he and his parents came from Iran, and they had to go through a lot of things because there was political unrest. And then he got to a point that he needed to make a list to ask himself deep questions. Why is he here on earth? And one of the things he came out with on his list was to make his name known to everybody, like mean something to the world, and for their parents to be proud that they were able to take that bold decision to come to America. And today we are reading his books, right? So his goals came to pass. So he says that when you are able to ask yourself this question, you arrive at your deepest desire, and that will motivate you to what steps to make. So you will know that this path on is not just for money. There is something greater that you need to accomplish here on this earth. It also goes on study of the importance of products. I'm sorry, that's not Nutrilite. The most important product is not Nutrilite or double X, right? It's you. So when you study you find out your weaknesses and you overcome yourself, and you're able to focus on other people and help them. The path to creation wealth, you can be an entrepreneur or entrepreneur, because entrepreneurship is difficult. It's not for everyone. There's challenges. So you need to come out with your weaknesses and strengths and know where you excel better. The second move is master your ability to reason. And in that, we have the incredible power of processing issues. And I like the way he put it. He says processing is about subjecting every difficult choice, problem, opportunities you face through a rigorous mental analysis, okay? And life is always happening. The way you respond is based on how well you're able to process issues. Okay, and he had a way he brought how to solve for X. If you were good in school, you will remember this. And he was able to relate that to business, and it was interesting. And then we have the methodology of effective decision making. I won't go into that. There's a lot of content in that book, and I'll encourage everybody to read. So the third one is master building the right team. And because some people think that they can be great by themselves, if you want to excel, you need people on your team, and you need some advice, you need some roadmap how you can build team and maintain them to grow and excel. And we also have created the principle culture base. In that, they talked about values and principles transcending title and superiority. So when people are off the track, all the core and values in whatever community you have, you need to bring them to book. You don't have to say that because this is this person or that person, when they go wrong, then you let them slide. It is going to cripple down your organization. And he talks about trust and speed and the power of reliability. And he mentioned the level of trust. You don't have to trust people easily. They have to merit that trust. And then number 4 strategy is scaling for exponential growth. And that is in chapter 9, and that is where we've read up to. So I'll end here. And thank you for listening. But I would like to thank Nadia so much, because if you knew me before, I couldn't present. I couldn't talk to a lot of people. I couldn't do sales. And if I was talking, you won't hear anything because I'll just be fumbling with the words, right? But today, I think because of the organization and the environment she's been able to create, when I got into touch with her and she brought me into her environment, I felt loved, I felt respected as a human being. And now I'm able to do more than I even thought I could. So thank you so much. God bless you, Miss Nadia. And back to you.
Awesome. Wow, that was incredible. Yeah, and the most important part of the book is at the end where it talks about taking the personal identity audit. And I would strongly suggest that if each and every one of you can go through those questions and sincerely ask yourself those questions and answer them very, very truthful, it would help you along on your journey as you're building this business. But as you can see, the books, the streams, and everything that we do in this business is all about building ourselves and building our business. And as Rookie said, the reading every single day, it has become somewhat of an accountability group where everyone they know at certain time, this is the time that we read. And so everyone adheres to that, and so it has been incredible. Thank you guys for, again, presenting Oscar and Rookie. So the next part we're going to go to now, we're not going to do much training because we have, I know Sanjeev has a meeting right after this, which we're going to be discussing the 1000 PV leadership that's coming up. And I hope all of you guys are really excited about the 1000 PV leadership. I know a lot of people here are fighting real hard to get there. And I would strongly suggest you do whatever you have to make sure that you qualify. If you have someone on your team, say you already qualified and you have someone on your team that's really working hard to get there, see how you can get them there. You have almost 2 weeks, right, to get there. So again, work, because I feel that everyone, 1000 PV leadership is not that big of a deal. As I was talking to Rookie, they do 1000 PV personal circle, right? And imagine just doing 1000 PV personal circle is not a big deal, right? So if you really want to be there, you can. So just keep that in mind. And I want to hear from our upline because we had an incredible weekend, guys. The weekend function was amazing, right? To be able to see all the leaders. And I was so, I don't know about you guys, but I was irked that I was not there to actually be in person, right? To be an Emerald and above, to sit there and see the whole thing live, right? So I know that we're definitely making that happen in a big way, but it was an incredible weekend. I know everyone had a lot of takeaway, tons and tons of notes, but the most important thing now is for us to just go ahead and put all of that, all the knowledge that we've received into action and make it happen for ourselves. But I want to bring up our awesome diamonds because I know we have about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before we finish off here. But I want to bring them up because wasn't that an incredible talk, guys, that he gave? It was an amazing talk. I absolutely, I can never get tired of hearing, the stories, about how they got started. And it just makes me, when you listen to that, it just makes me feel, what if Sanjeev had stopped at maybe 25, or 26, where would we have, where would, our team, where would we be,
Sponsoring, not age, okay?
Definitely, we wouldn't be here, right? So because they had the courage to go out there and stick their hands out one more time, Kamta and I got in business and we absolutely fell in love with them. From the time we met them, they have been, we have built a tremendous friendship with them and they are incredible. And just so you know, guys, they're putting in a lot of work for the 1000 PV leadership. So don't take it lightly, make sure that you're promoting it to every single person on your team. Like I said, if they can get there, maybe their upline can. So just work with your people to get a lot of new qualifiers. But help us welcome our diamonds going EDC, Sanjeev and Shauna Sahai. Woo!
Oh, awesome. Wow, what a Friday night hangout. So many pounds lost, okay? Seeing everyone's success story. I'll tell you mine also. My waist was 42 inch, man. I was like now I had a physical, now in few months it became 37, 5 inches, down. And, but, and still working on it because I feel that we have so much information. I feel that just with weight management, not weight management, we should call weight management. That's okay, okay. What was the word Kenneth used? Kenneth?
Weight control. Weight control.
Optimal health, weight, right? Okay. You can do 7,500 PV just on that, because it works. You saw testimony after testimony, Rodney showed you that, and Carol showed you, and Kenneth. I mean, I am seeing it, okay. So the products works, and one thing I did was I got rid of rice and roti, right? Simple carb. I learned from the health session, these things. So instead of that, I replaced uh, with a high fiber, low glycemic index. You can Google and find out. Even non Nutrilite product which you are eating, always eat a low glycemic index and high fiber food. That's why we talk about eating a lot of more vegetables and less of rice, which is a simple carb. And I noticed that when I was eating simple carb, right, it causes more hunger because there is a spike of insulin. That's what I understood. And the cells don't so much energy. Cells don't need energy at that time. So what happens then? It gets stored as a fat. Then you know. So now I understand that if you take like somebody said, how can someone drink Coke and become like 2 pound per month kind of thing, But if you look at sedentary life, and Coke and stuff like that has 100 grams of sugar in that or something, 100 gram or 70, if you multiply by 30 days, that's 3,000, that's 3 kilos of sugar going in your body, right? I mean, that's how, people can drink Coke and become 5-6 pound per month, they can increase that, okay? So it was very awakening for me, okay? But my message to you is, I've been telling, do process, okay? You must do process, okay? uh, Messaging and all, but that's long term. Okay, the result through process will not come be willing. It's a marathon race, okay, right? That's your permanent volume, okay, right? But I feel that somebody can go, Q12 with hard work, you know, you as a leader plus hard work will get you to Q12, and be inclusive, okay. Like give you example. I was getting gas, and I never did that, but because in the foreground you should be thinking about volume, background is structure when you are going Q12, right? So I saw this guy and I started talking. Hey, you smell so much gas here. Do you take vitamin C or something? He said, yeah, I do take it, And then we started to talk. He said, can you? I said, look, I have a product. It's all organic. I can send you, and it is equal or better in price, okay? Because he quoted something, and you can make money out of this, okay, also. He said, yeah, I have a couple of other gas stations I go to, okay? So can you please text me the information. So, what I'm saying is that it just takes pressure away from you, that you're not looking for all the time hot shot, that guy who will go platinum, yes, eventually it will happen, okay. But goal is to move on, because if you're making money, that excites you. Let's put it, okay. And why we talk about volume now? Because we have cool products now, you know we didn't have that. I was talking about in the function, the top product when I got started was laundry detergent, that's it. We didn't know what double X and all those information. If you look at the clinical research is from 2011 or something, okay. So we are getting lot of good information now. So why would we do 500 PV then, And people are doing that, 3 to 500 PV, okay, right? So it's not like, we didn't have these cool products earlier. So you got to, that's called working smart, that you should be thinking about going Q12 with 15, 20 IBOs, right? I mean, with 40, 50, what we talk about 50 is Ruby, that should be, okay, right? So now the volume is double now, okay, with the same number of people because we have better products then, okay? I would encourage that. I love that app, which Rodney was talking about when I met him in North Carolina, and he was talking about his story. I said it's a great app to use it in your home, and it's so simple to use. And if you have customers, right, it's 1 second, it's all there. You don't have to write stuff. I really like that, okay, and you can track your progress. So who is just quickly, we have few minutes, okay. We did not talk about who is new here, okay. Anybody new, or anybody did some exciting retail, anything, okay, exciting? Huh? No?
Actually, I have I have a quick story.
Yes.
Met a woman, I would have to say at least maybe 3-4 years ago at the airport, and we exchanged numbers, and she was talking about, and she's an elderly woman, so I was talking to her about products, and so we exchanged numbers, and I might have reached out to her, but then nothing really happened. So I received a call maybe about a week and a half ago, and she said, "Hi, Nadia, this is," and she started to remind me where we met, saying that, you were talking to me about a product, about products. I want to be able to sell those products. And she said to me, can we get together? She lives in South Florida, and she's actually here visiting her children. So we're going to be meeting next week, her and I, to sit down and see just basically how she can market the products, because that's what she wanted to do. She was very impressed with, I actually gave her a bar because she was there on a standby flight, and it was like going like a couple of hours later, she was still there. So I gave her a bar to eat, and she says, "Oh my goodness, I love this," and so we just got to talking. And again, I'm meeting with her because she wants to be basically to sell the products, to be a wholesaler. So I'm excited about that.
Excellent. Yeah, Rookie, you raise your hand.
Yes, Sanjeev, we have some product sales. We sold protein powder, double X, twist tube, excess energy, 2 boxes, Glister toothpaste, several boxes, vitamin E, Slimetry, 2 boxes, meal replacement shake, and sleep health. Thank you.
So how much PV was that?
Oh, I don't know. I just know we got money. Thank you, upline.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. Gaurav?
Yeah, I had an order for double X and calcium magnesium.
Threw
in some.
Your internet is not good, today. It could be. I think he froze. Okay, why don't you fix it? So let's have Brian talk, okay? And then you come back later on.
Good evening, everybody. So this week I sold followed up with some customers and sold 2 boxes of ultra focus pack, one focus shot, one pre-workout, and then I ran into a friend after work today, and told him that I was running Black Friday sales on products, and so he was already familiar with it. So told him I'll give him 10% off, which is my price. So and so he bought iMojo and kombucha.
Awesome. Oscar?
Yeah, so I had following up with a customer, like a friend of mine. He's like into the Amway products already, so I got him the iMojo because he's like a technological guy. the 2 cases of excess, the no filter sleep gummies, and a shampoo.
Very good. Excellent. You know, Gaurav?
So I had an order of Alex, 4 dumps, calcium, magnesium, and the whole order was about just under 100 PV. So there's a very good order. And I had a friend of mine order some access. I had another friend who ordered pre-workout, I think it was called. So yeah, I can't keep track of all of them, but I'm happy with that.
You are already 500 points, you know, so you are going 1,000 personal, you know. So that's amazing for a new person, you know, like you have been in business for what, 6 months here in US, you know, right? Yeah. And then building everything through volume and 5, 10, 15 people, and that's it, man. You know, you'll be in Las Vegas, you know. That's how it will work then. Okay.
Absolutely,
right?
I believe it.
Yeah, and then your messaging also. So I'm not saying that just keep this in your mind, volume, and back end, keep sending that messaging. Okay, you know, be inclusive, you know, okay, right? Because that's how this works. But very proud of this team and anything. Oh yeah, by the way, the leadership, we are changing the time. It will be at 7 p.m. So Kenneth will change the because of to include, it's a global, to include India team also then, you know, okay. So they are 10 hours, 10 and a half hours ahead. So it will be 5:30 in the morning for them. So we are changing. I spoke to Kumar, so he's all good, you know. So it will be 7 p.m., you know, okay, on December 4th. So 7 to 11. So we are going to have a good time, you know. Okay, in the interest of time. So who is still on track? New 1,000. Can I see the virtual hand, you know, okay, right? So because we don't have too much time, you know. Anyone who's going due 1,000 or requalifying 1,000, you know. Still, okay, Gaurav, Oscar, you are requalifying or new 1,000?
New 1,000.
New 1,000, there you go. You know,
Yeah.
Gaurav is requalifying, you know, okay, right? Anyone else? No, going 1, 2, 3. It's easy. You still have got 11 days. Okay. You know, and Thanksgiving is coming. And they'll be eating turkey and they'll be looking to lose weight then, you know, okay? Okay, right? What Kenneth showed during and after, right? Okay, but great. And Sunday, we are excited. Sean and Shakira are showing the plan. So it will be exciting. All right, guys, good night. And back to the host, you know, and we have another meeting for silvers and up then, you know, okay? All right? Okay, then.
Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you, guys.
Right.
Thank you. Good night.